So I just saw Fantastic Four 2015. Woo! Actually, I have no idea why I'm cheering because this movie was really, really bad. This is the fourth time they tried to make a good Fantastic Four movie, and the fourth time they failed. Seriously, Fox, what are you doing? Why are you holding on to the right to Fantastic Four just to make bad movies? I don't understand that logic. You have the first one, the Roger Corman movie that never was technically supposed to come out, and that at least holds up. Like, the story is kind of stupid, and you have bad graphics, but it cost $1 million, and they did good with what they had. Then you have the actual first one with Johan Gruffield, I think is how you pronounce his name, and Jessica Alba, and Michael Chiklis, and Chris Evans. Then you have the second one of that was worse. And then you have this steaming pile of crap. I don't understand why you keep holding on to it just to make bad movies. It just doesn't make any sense in my head. But putting all that aside, this movie's story is just kind of incomprehensible. Some of the story doesn't make any sense, and I really hate science fiction movies with bad security protocols and whatnot. It's just kind of stupid to have this thing where NASA's supposed to come have absolutely no sort of security or anything like that. This is just weird to me. From the characters to their motivations to the actual story, this movie just falls in on itself. And then the movie tries to be referential, but it does it in such a stupid way that it's really, really ridiculous. Like, I remember when I watched Ant-Man and the guy who plays Yellow Jacket literally says, "They called it amazing. Tales to astonish." But even that was tame compared to the thing they do in this movie. Let me give you an example. So Ben Grimm in this movie, when he's a little kid, he's walking into his house and his brother comes in and follows him because he sucked his teeth at his brother. So his brother walks into the house and is about to start hitting him, and he literally says, "Come here, it's clobbering time." Stop. Why would you say that? The Human Torch literally just says flame on for absolutely no reason. The name Fantastic Four comes out of nowhere. There's just a lot of stupid things that go on in this movie that it's just amazing to me that this movie even got made, honestly. So you know how whenever in a superhero movie the superhero just gets his powers and you have that, scene sort of montagey thing of them learning their powers? Yeah, they don't do that. I'm not joking. They literally just get their powers and then it fades to black and shows a little thing that I started laughing like crazy in the theater. Just so a little thing and it fades to black and it just goes. And then they all know their powers. Like, that's the amount of laziness that goes on in this movie. So beyond that, the worst thing in this movie, beyond the plot and anything, is the characters. Oh. So you have Franklin Storm. That's the black bald guy that you see. That's supposed to be the father of Susan Storm and Michael B. Jordan. I'm personally not calling him the Human Torch because it just looks like Michael B. Jordan in cosplay. And not even really cosplay because he's entirely engulfed in flames. You can't really do a Human Torch cosplay unless you put grease all over yourself and get a lighter. This got weird. So you have Franklin Storm. A decent character, I guess. I mean, he doesn't really do much in the movie besides get them all together. So, I mean, he can't be worse for doing something like that. It's just kind of like he's there. By the way, the guy who plays him, I think he would be better at narrating because he has that really, really gruffy voice. "You must get them together, and this is how we will do our plan to get to the next dimension." Yeah, seriously, that's how he talks the whole movie. Which, I mean, take it or leave it. Then you have Mr. Fantastic, played by Miles Teller. And Miles Teller, to me, is a really, really good actor. Honestly, I liked him in Whiplash. That's the only movie I've seen him in, so I don't know. Once again, just kind of did what the script told him to do. So, I mean, it was okay. Then you have Sue Storm. Easily the most boring character in this entire movie. There are a lot of callbacks in this movie regarding one little scene, but it's only callbacks for one other scene that goes on later in the movie that is kind of stupid. They're talking about 2,000 Leagues Under the Sea and the fact that she can do good pattern recognition, but it's only brought up for like a 10-second part in to start the third act. Like, it seemed like they crammed that in to be like, "Huh, we're smart." See how smart we are? That thing was beforehand, and we made it appear later on in the movie, so we're thinkers. Alright, then we get to the worst characters in the movie. Michael B. Jordan as the Human Torch. Oh, what is this? You acted so much better in Fruitvale Station. What happened? What the hell happened here? This character is not funny. He's not even suave. And it's like they cast him to be like the token black character. You can really tell that this was just to meet a diversity quota. Then you have the Thing, Ben Grimm. This movie will try to convince you that the Thing wears pants in this movie. It will really, really, really try to convince you that Ben Grimm wears pants. He does not. And he doesn't have a penis. Or a butt. Not that I was looking, but that's why you put pants on, so that stuff can just, not be thought of in your mind. But then when you have this freaking rock creature in front of me that you told me was human, not have a penis, it's just kind of weird. There's also a scene from the trailer with the Thing where he jumps out of a plane and then smashes into the ground. Yeah, that scene's not in this movie. So I don't know why they even put it in the trailer. And then you get to the worst character of all, Doctor Doom. His character motivations don't make any sense. He doesn't show any sign of being anarchistic. Is that the word? Whatever. And if he does, it's not really developed on. Like they don't know what he did. He was fired and they brought him back for some reason, and his motivations are just kind of wish-washy. Also, he's smarter than Reed Richards for some reason, which is just not true. Like, everybody knows that Reed is supposed to be smarter than Doctor Doom and way more level-headed, so that's why it also makes him way better. It doesn't make any sense. And then they did the most cardinal sin ever. They made another all-metal Doctor Doom. I don't know how this is possible to make so many terrible Doctor Dooms. Why is the Roger Corman Doctor Doom the best Doctor Doom that you guys have made in movies? How is that possible? I mean, if you really want me to be technical, the one from the Avengers cartoon was sort of the best. Especially that scene where he's whipping all their asses when they all try to invade his castle. That is one of the most amazing things I've seen in the cartoon. And that made me think, that's Doctor Doom. I want anybody who's a Doctor Doom fan to think of a Doctor Doom power. Just think of anyone. Nope, he doesn't have it. Think of another one. Nope, he doesn't have it. Think of another one. Nah, doesn't have that. Essentially, he's pretty much like Sandman from Spider-Man for some reason. I get it because he has that molecular thing, so sometimes he'll keep like little pebbles on his side so that he can make them grow and then throw them at people. But literally that's the only thing. And it's not because he has the molecular growth thing. It's just because he can control rocks for some reason. And for some reason he can also blow people's heads up. Which is stupid and overpowered. Which makes me go, why didn't you just do that to the rest of the characters at the end of the movie? And then he dies by his own power? Which also doesn't make any sense because they said that thing is the thing that's giving him all his power. So I don't understand. What happened with this movie? Guys, at the end of the day, Fantastic Four 2015 was a terrible movie. Probably the worst thing I've seen this year. But then again, you forget that Jupiter Ascending also came out, so there's that. I give this movie a C-. Don't watch this movie. This movie's stupid as hell. Save your money. Stay home. Watch a Netflix. Chill with your girlfriend. This movie's stupid. Just don't watch it, okay?